Welcome to this week's edition of CA Men's Basketball 3-Point Play, presented by Hercules Tires. I'm Rob Washburn alongside Bill Potter, and once again we'll provide 3 key points to keep your eye on during the upcoming weekend of action. Bill will start by talking about a big matchup this weekend in the Low Country between the two teams who have jumped out to the early lead in the CA standings, Northeastern and Charleston. The Huskies are 4-0 after sweeping a home-and-home series with preseason favorite Hofstra, while the Cougars improved to 3-1 on a pair of narrow victories over Drexel. What catches your eye in this matchup?
Well, Rob, if you had the teams pick 6th and 7th in the preseason poll meeting for first place in the CAA, good on you. Without a senior on its roster, Northeastern played the most challenging non-conference schedule in the CAA, and it's really paying dividends now. Tyson Walker has stepped up his game in his sophomore season. He leads the conference in assists and is 8th in scoring. And while upperclassmen Shaq Walters and Jason Strong have really steadied the front court, Jameel Telford has been one of the best freshmen in the CAA, averaging almost 12 points a game. For Charleston, its season has been about resilience. Many people wrote off the Cougars when Brevin Galloway was lost for the year to a torn ACL, and since conference play, this has been a different team. It's been one that's found its three-point stroke, most importantly, and graduate transfer Peyton Willis has turned into the team's most reliable scorer, while all eyes this weekend will be to see if last weekend's 35-point explosion from Brendan Tucker is a sign of things to come, as the sophomores definitely earned a bigger role in the offense.
William & Mary heads to Philadelphia this weekend to face Drexel. The matchup features 2 of the league's top backcourt players in the Tribe's Luke Lowy and the Dragons' Cam Winter, who both lead their teams and rank in the top 6 in the CA in scoring, assists, and steals. What makes these guys so important to their teams?
These two are going to be shadowing each other on both ends of the court this weekend. It'll be a lot of fun to watch, and they're 2 of the 2 top way guards in the conference. Winter has continued his rise into one of the CA's best players into his junior year, and he's 3rd in scoring and assists while picking off over 1.5 steals a game. And after a junior season in which he was one of the CAA's most improved players, Lowy has taken on a greater share of the load for the Tribe this season. The senior's averaging over 17 points a game and handing out over 4 assists while coming away with 2 steals. Now that battle in the backcourt could go a long way to determining success in University City this weekend.
We wrap up this week's 3-Point Play with what we hope is the conference opener for both Towson and James Madison on Saturday afternoon. Bill, it's been a long wait for these teams to get started with CA play, so what do you think we can expect from this matchup?
This series was originally supposed to start conference play for both teams, and unfortunately COVID got in the way. James Madison has had 6 conference games postponed through no fault of their own already, and fortunately the Dukes have been able to find a few non-conference games to fill the void here and there and kind of keep their rhythm. And in those games, Matt Lewis has been as good as advertised. The CA preseason player of the year leads the conference in scoring and is 5th in assists. And they say the intensity of games ratchets up in conference play. So it'll be interesting to see how so many of the Dukes, they have 10 newcomers in all, handle their first conference game. And looking on the other side of the ball, Towson has not played a game since the day after Christmas. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly the Tigers can get back into the rhythm of the game, really. And unfortunately, the Tigers do have some experience in this area, having gone 26 days between games earlier this season. Now, the Tigers have only played 5 games, and they'll be looking to get both Zane Martin and Nick Timberlake going in the same game. In those first 5 games, one or the other has been the team's leading scorer, but they really haven't clicked together so far, and so having them both playing at a high level is going to be key for Towson.
Here's a look at this week's schedule around CA men's basketball. Thanks for joining us for the CA Men's Basketball 3-Point Play, presented by Hercules Tires. As always, all of the CA Men's Basketball action can be seen on flowhoops.com.
CAsports.com has all the information you need for stats, video, and audio links to all of the games. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram by searching CA Sports, or on Twitter @CA Basketball using the hashtag CA Hoops.
That's all for us today. Enjoy the games, everyone.